Welcome back, viewers. I have already told you how to insert supports, columns, beams, slabs in previous video. Now I am going to show you that was our geometry section and we have already explored it. Structural type, axis definition, that was for making grid stories. How many stories do you want? Nodes that may be effective afterward. And supports can be defined with the help of nodes. Then the members, you can simply go to columns, beams. You can also draw the walls and floors and everything, opening, cladding, whatever you want. So we have already finished the basics of the geometric section. Now we are going to apply loads on it. When starting the load section, first of all, we have to define the load types. We have to set the load types. After setting the load types, we have to go for the definition, load definition, that how much load will be applied. After this, we have to apply the force combinations that may be manual and automatic. And we can see these from the load tables and combination tables. So there are different type of load, as most of the students already know. Civil engineering or civil engineers already know that what are the loads and how much load should we apply. So now I am using only the arbitrary values to make you understand these all things. So first of all, there is the load type. So first of all, we have to define the load type. We can also use this button that is for the load types. Let's suppose we are talking about the self weight. Then the self weight is dead load 1 and I'm going to DL1, DL1. I can also write SW here and SW here to simplify it and add it. So the self weight of all the things will be added in it. The next is, again, I would like to add another dead load that may be the dead load of finishes, floor finish, FF, or I may also label it as FF and add it. This is also a dead load. And the next dead load can be partition wall load. After adding it, there should be case description 3. So I have added it. Now I am going to add another load that's also a dead load. That will be the partition, partition wall. PW, and I may also write here PW, and then I can, this is the case number. I don't know why it is not changed. Let me write here 3. Added. So these 3 are the dead loads, as you all know. Then I can go to add the new live load. Live load maybe for you can all time when you will add the live load, you can automatically here can be LL1, LL2. And then what is the difference? If it is LL1, it may be applied on the story 1. Then LL2 means live load on story 2, LL3 live load on story 3, and LL4 live load on story 4, and so on. So, and the last one, live load on roof, it may be also be added. So let me add this. Live load, nature is live, and we are going analysis type, and this is live load. After that, if you want to add, then you can go for the snow load, wind load, seismic load. Always remember, if you are going for the high-rise building, then wind load and seismic load is very important. Wind load is more important for the high-rise buildings, and seismic load is more important if you are in the zone or soil type category, EF. In that case, you have to consider seismic load, and if your building is already high-rise building, then you have to consider seismic loads. So I can use it, but at this moment I am just skipping it and you may use it. And this is the snow load which I can apply on the rooftop. Just to show, I can add it snow load. So this is, I can add the label SN and add it. Now you can find out that I have uh, defined almost I have selected almost five type of loads. Lead load, self weight, floor finish and partition wall, then live load on the slab, and the third one is snow load. So I can also modify, add, delete any of them. If I want to delete any other, then I can simply delete it, and it is very easy feature. You can, if you just try to explore, you can explore it very easily. So now I'm going to close it. Now at least I know that I have already defined which type of loads will be acting on my structure. The next step is, now you can see that this was frozen before, but now load definition is available. That is the load definition. And you can also click this one. This one is also load definition, load type, load definition. Now the main thing is that we have to decide that which uh, loads are being applied on what point. The loads can be the point load, then you have to use the nodes. If they are acting along the member as the partition wall is there, then it will be the linear load. This one, like this UDL, trapezoidal, any type of load. And if it is on the whole floor, then it will be this type of load. You can see this is the uniform planar load for the simple slab. So now I'm discussing only the simple cases, and this is the type of the structure I have selected. So now I am going to apply it on the first floor only. I'm sorry, first story. So what I am going to do now is going to apply the load on this slab and also partition wall load on these beams. And after that, I am going to apply finish floor load and the live load on this slab. So it is already obvious that self weight is for the whole structure. Now I am going to apply, first of all, I am going to select which type of load I am going to define. Let's start with the floor finish. I am just taking the arbitrary values. You all know that it is applied on the floor finish is applied on the whole slab. I can go simple to the plan view. I can select the surface. Then this is UDL. Here I can define it as minus 0.02. These are arbitrary. You have to use your own. You have first to calculate it and then you can use your own values. And then I am going to apply it on these two slabs. One method is I'm just going to use control and apply it on it, or simply press it one. First of all, I have to use that. Now I am going to apply. I can apply it on 15 and 14. Both I have applied. This minus 0.02 keeps perfect. KPA. Now if I want to know the values, I can find out it from load value description. If it's load, there should be. It should be described here. So now I have selected these two and I have, oh my God, why is it SN? I was working on the live load. So I have to take live load and then I have to apply the live load on the member and I will apply it on 14 and 15. You can also write manually 14 and 15. 14, comma 15. And I can use apply. You can see both of it has been applied, selected and applied. Move to the other type of load, that is the partition wall, which I want to apply only on the edges. So for that, I'm going to select load application, member, this one, let it be -5, 1.5, add it. Where do I want to add it? This is floor finish, so I have again to apply it 14, apply it and apply it on 15. Apply and close. Let me check what's going on. Now you can see that it is minus 0.02. I don't know what's going on here. If the slab is not correct or something, some other issue. Partition wall. What is this? Hold on. Okay. Now I'm going to apply partition wall load on the sides. So how I will apply it, I will again select this one and then the select member, then UDL, then it will be minus 1.5 or it will be simple minus 1.00. And then I'm going to add it and then I have to apply it on. I have to erase these values and then I am going to simply open the beams from here and I can find the number 7 to 11. 7 to 13. I can write here 7 to 13 and then apply it. Now you can see that it is applied on 7. This is 13. Oh, that was actually 0 2 7 to 13. Then apply it. Then you can see that it is applied everywhere. Now I have applied the partition wall load. I have applied the surface load, that was the live load, that was 0.02 on both of the slabs, and I have applied the finished floor load that was applied only on the 14. I don't know why it was not. So let's do the finished floor again on this one. So selecting surface, that was, and then add, and then I am going to apply it on 50. Now you can see that it has been applied. Now I can close it. As it is my first story, I am not going to add the snow load on it. If you want to apply the snow load, you can go to the rooftop and then you can apply it. I'm just simplifying the cases, load cases, so I can show you. Now this is the view and you can see there are different type of loads. And here you can see partition wall, live loads, finished floor loads, self weight, that's not shown but that is present. And after this, I want to show you the load table. Load table is here. You can see the load table and you can find that the first one is self weight, 1 to 15 for the whole structure, direction -z, gravity direction, factor 0, and this is all the. Then we have applied the finished floor, then live load, then partition wall. Wait a minute. So no problem at all. Now what we need,